Have you ever felt like you have big dreams but can't seem to get started? Do you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, only for tomorrow to never come? If so, this story is for you. In a small, dusty village called Rampur lived a boy named Raju. Raju was a bright young soul with dreams bigger than the sky, but his habits were lazier than a buffalo on a hot summer afternoon. Every morning his mother would shout, "Raju, get up, the sun is already frying the earth." But Raju would just mumble, "5 more minutes, Ma," and then sleep for another hour. He often spoke about wanting to do something big in life. He admired the successful people in the nearby town, the shop owners, the teachers, even the constable who walked so proudly in his uniform. But Raju's efforts were always fleeting. One day he'd decide to exercise, the next he'd skip it. One day he'd plan to study, the next you'd find him flying kites on the roof. Raju had plenty of dreams, but absolutely no discipline. One evening he crossed paths with Gopal Kaka, a retired army man who lived on the edge of the village. Like clockwork, every single morning Gopal Kaka would wake up at 4 a.m., sweep his courtyard, do push-ups, read, and then tend to his garden. Raju was always curious. Why did he do all this? He had no boss, no school, no one forcing him. So one day Raju finally asked, "Kaka, why do you follow the same boring routine every single day? Aren't you tired?" Gopal Kaka smiled, wiping his forehead. "Beta," he said, "habits are like farmers. What you plant today grows tomorrow. You might not see the results right away, but one day, your habits will either feed you or starve you." Raju didn't fully grasp the meaning, but those words struck a chord deep inside him. That night, he couldn't sleep. He thought about all the times he'd quit halfway, all his unfinished projects. What if it wasn't luck that made people successful? What if it was simply their habits? The very next morning, before the sun even peeked over the horizon, Raju forced himself out of bed. It was excruciating. His body begged him, "Sleep, please." But he remembered Gopal Kaka's words. He washed his face, tied his shoes, and went for a run. He could barely manage 200 meters before gasping for air, but he didn't stop. He pushed through. Day 2, he ran again. Day 3, again. By day 7, his legs still ached, but something felt different. He felt stronger. He then added another habit, studying for 1 hour every day. No excuses. He didn't announce his new routine to anyone. He just showed up for himself every single day. Months passed. One evening, while resting under the banyan tree, Raju found himself smiling. His body felt lighter, his mind was sharper, and he had energy that lasted the entire day. He hadn't even realized it, but discipline was becoming natural to him. One of his friends, Sonu, noticed the change. "Raju, how did you transform? You used to be the king of laziness." Raju laughed. "I didn't change in one day. I just kept repeating small things every day until they became a part of who I am." Soon, an opportunity arose. A government job recruitment rally that required both physical fitness and a written exam. Raju applied. On the day of the physical test, many boys from the village showed up. Some were overconfident, others were nervous. Raju was calm. When the whistle blew, they all started running. Many boys sprinted ahead but tired out quickly. Raju maintained his pace, steady, controlled, disciplined. The months of habit carried him forward when his motivation started to fade. He cleared the first round with ease. Next came the written exam. While others were cramming at the last minute, Raju was already prepared. That 1 hour of study a day for months on end had built a solid foundation of knowledge. He cleared that too. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Raju's hands trembled as he opened it. It read, "Congratulations, you have been selected." He stood frozen. His mother looked at him, confused. With tears welling up in his eyes, he whispered, "Ma, your son did it." She hugged him tighter than ever before. The whole village celebrated his success. But the happiest person wasn't Raju. It was Gopal Kaka. He placed a proud hand on Raju's shoulder. "See, Beta," he said. "Motivation gets you started, but it's habit that keeps you going when your strength fades." The moral of this story is simple. We often think big changes require massive, dramatic efforts, but real, lasting transformation comes from small, consistent habits performed daily. Not just for a week, but until they become as natural as breathing. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just start with one small habit. Today, maybe you can walk for 10 minutes, read 5 pages of a book, do 10 push-ups, or just wake up 15 minutes earlier. Your habits are the architects of your future. Choose them wisely. If this story inspired you, don't let that feeling fade. Start your own small habit today, right now, because it's the small, consistent steps that lead to the biggest changes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss another life-changing story. I'll see you in the next one.